Assalamualaikum everyone. This is A.P.N Weekly English News. Today, 9 of February 2019. I'm your host, Mr. Sajid Salam. News headlines are as follows. NLD urges Myanmar to cooperate on charter amendment. Myanmar's Nobel laureate Aung San Suu Kyi could release two jailed journalists. Banning more dangerous organizations from Facebook in Myanmar. And military chief discusses IDP's Miso Dam with Kachin religious leader. News in detail. The ruling National League for Democracy (NLD) has invited the military to cooperate on forming a joint committee to draft amendment to the constitution in the Union Parliament. Speaking to reporters in Naypyidaw on Wednesday, NLD Central Executive Committee member U Aung Chonyo said that the military or Tamado is responsible for safeguarding the constitution if it is willing to acknowledge the political and historical reality and global trends. It should not join hand to amend it. The army should cooperate. I think military representatives should also have their say in the debate on constitutional amendment, and they should take this opportunity to have their say, said U Cho Chi Nyo, who last week submitted the urgent proposal to form the committee. Over strong opposition from military representatives, nearly 67% of Union Parliament lawmakers voted on Wednesday to form the committee. Parliament approved the formation of the committee with 414 votes in favor, 191 opposed, and 6 abstentions. Following the vote, Speaker U Tuk Kun Mye announced that the committee would be chaired by Deputy Speaker U Tonto Hay, comprise an equal number of lawmakers from both houses of parliament, and include military representatives and independents. Tamada Commander-in-Chief Senior Min Aung Hlaing has insisted that the military has never said it would not amend the country's constitution. In response to media questions, he said at a military exercise in Mandalay region on January 31st that the Myanmar army and agrees with the idea of amending the constitution but believes it must be done systematically. Brigadier General Mang Mang, who leads military representatives in parliament, told reporters that they have not yet decided whether they join the committee. There is a need to review the political, social and economic landscape and the demand of ethnic people in order to decide what changes are needed, Brigadier General Mang Mang said. The Damodar want to see the process carried out in line with the procedures on Parliament and has insisted that a draft law of proposed constitutional amendment to be submitted to Parliament for debate first before the formation of a committee to proceed with the amendment. Vice President Pence and Myanmar State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi conferred on the sideline of the 33rd meeting on the Association of South Asian Nations in Singapore in November. When Pence pushed for the pardon of two journalists accused of violating a colonial-era law on state secrets, Suu Kyi rebuffed him. The pair had been working on the investigation into the killing of 10 Rohingya men during an army crackdown in 2017. She in return raised her voice and insisted that the reporters had crossed a line by publishing what the government described as a state secret. There was virtually no common ground in regard to the journalist, said a U.S. senior administration official speaking on the condition of anonymity to discuss the matter with the media. I didn't see any chance she would reconsider in any way. The meeting at the Association of the Southeast Asian Nations Summit presented another chance for Suu Kyi to acknowledge world leaders' concerns over Myanmar curbs on free expression amid a wave of violence and expulsions targeting the Rohingya, a mainly Muslim ethnic minority group. Myanmar's campaign of violence against the group has prompted accusation of possible genocide from the United Nations and human rights groups. Instead, Suu Kyi appeared to double down on the court ruling, rejecting the notion that the journalists are innocent of wrongdoing. Myanmar court reject appeal by jailed Reuters reporters. A Myanmar court has rejected the appeal of two Reuters reporters sentenced to 7 years in jail on charge of breaking the oath Official Secret Act. Her response also underscored how Suu Kyi, once exalted as a champion of human rights, has tied her reputation to hard-line elements within her country who have sought to silence critics and others seeking accountability. The Reuters journalists Wallung 32 and Josu O 28 saw one of their last legal avenues collapse last month. A court rejected the appeal of 7 year sentence for violating a colonial-era law on state secret by reporting on the killing of 10 Rohingya men. On Friday, lawyers for the journalists submitted that last chance at the appeal to Myanmar's Supreme Court. Over the past year, we have repeatedly taken action against violent actors and bad content on Facebook in Myanmar. The ethnic violence happening in Myanmar is horrific, and we don't want our services to be used to spread hate, incite violence, or fuel tensions on the ground. Our approach to this problem, like the problem itself, is multifaceted, but our purpose is clear: to reduce the likelihood that Facebook will be used to facilitate offline harm. Our tactics include identifying and removing fake accounts, finding and removing violent actors, building better tools and technology that allows us to protectively find and content, evolving our policies, and continuing to build partnership and program on the ground. We have shared regular updates on this work. Since last August, we have taken down 3 networks who were misrepresenting who they were and what they were doing, banned Myanmar military official given up update on the step we are taking to prevent the spread of hate and misinformation, and release the finding of the human rights impact assessment on the role of our services in the country. Today we are taking more action, designated 4 more groups in Myanmar as dangerous organizations: the Arakan Army, the Myanmar National Democratic Alliance Army, the Kachin Independence Army, and Tang National Liberation Army. These armed groups are now banned from Facebook, and all related press support and representation will be removed as soon as we become aware of it. In an effort to prevent and disrupt offline harm, we do not allow organizations or individuals that proclaim a violent mission or engage in violence to have a presence on Facebook. This includes terrorist activity, organized hate, mass or serial murder, human trafficking organization, violence or criminal activity. There is clear evidence that these organizations have been responsible for attacking against civilians and have engaged in violence in Myanmar, and we want to prevent them from using our services to further inflame tensions on the ground. So this is now for this week from APN English News Service. Thank you for watching our APN News. Please subscribe and like our channel. Thank you again.